Hello, I'm Matthew. I'm actually British, but this is my 2016 presidential final prediction. As you can see, the date is the 5th of November, the election being on the 8th. It's currently 5 p.m. UK time, so it's 12 p.m. Eastern, sorry, 12 a.m. lunchtime, basically, on the East Coast at the moment. This morning, Trump has been campaigning in Tampa and Florida, and I don't know where he's going next. Clinton I haven't heard of. But yeah, we go on 270 to win, which is a sort of just a map for you can map the electoral college votes and play with certain scenarios. If we just look at this map right now, we're looking at a 2016 competitive map. This map, I think, aims to show what's probably likely to happen, and then leaves blank the ones where things are going to be down to the wire. But we're going to fill in the blanks today, and the inevitable conclusion I'm yet to draw up, but I actually believe Trump will win, on the whole. Just personally, that is. But we're going to add some polls to this, and we're going to fill in the blanks. So first of all, let's start from in the West, Nevada. Trump is leading Nevada, so I'm going to make that a safe 169 for Trump. At this point, Clinton's still leading by 252. Arizona. I don't actually have any polling data on Arizona, so I'm just going to put this in. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Trump's ahead in Arizona, but deadlocked in Georgia. So if we go back here and just assume that Trump takes the 11 votes in Arizona, now he's up to 180. Florida, he's ahead in the polls as well. That's a pretty big boost. We're now up to 209. North Carolina, again, he's up. In Maine, there is a district which Hillary Clinton hasn't even been campaigning in, which is why I believe that he'll get one vote in Maine. He's leading Ohio. Iowa. I don't know about Iowa. Just looking at Iowa polls. Let's see. Oh, this is still the primary caucus. Trump v. Clinton. Here we go. Real Clear Politics. At the moment, Trump is leading in Iowa as well. So if we go back to our map here, in Iowa, if we assume Trump takes 6 votes in there, now things are very close already, okay? If we just assume this is how it's going to go, things are already looking very close. At this point, it's anyone's game. And this is just filling in the blanks where the polls are pointing to Trump. Philadelphia, at the moment, Clinton is leading, and although the polls are saying she's leading by not very much, I'd be surprised if it went red, so I'm going to leave it blue for now. New Hampshire, I don't know about. Michigan. Michigan's an interesting one because, Michael Moore put it quite nicely in his accidental endorsement of Trump, that it looks like Trump's styles are doing very well in Michigan. The Real Clear Politics puts Clinton ahead by 5 points. So I'm going to leave it blank for now, and I'll show you why in a second, because 5 points is not very much. And let's just look at other states. Nebraska, this is a split one. I don't really know what the polls are showing in Nebraska either, so we go and just Google it. That's polls, not polls. This is the Republican primary. Oh, I didn't want that. Hold on. Trump v. Clinton, here we go, on Real Clear Politics. Trump, Clinton. I don't somehow believe this. September. Okay. So Trump's definitely going to take Nebraska. So let's just assume, for argument's sake, he takes the extra elector there, because obviously Nebraska's not a win-takes-all state. Georgia. This is going to be an interesting one, because it's deep south. He's deadlocked in Georgia. Interesting. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this a light red and turn this a light red. And now we see Trump is in the White House already. Why do I put these on light red? Well, the similarities, I think, between this election and the Brexit vote in my country, the UK, are unbelievably similar. In the sense that it's the same people who are going to go out and vote for Trump that voted for Brexit. It's the same sort of working class people who feel downtrodden and feel like the institutions and the system, to use the term broadly, has let them down, basically. and they want a change to the status quo, and they need something to vote for, something that will get rid of that system. In this country, it was the European Union and leaving it, and as much as we've heard now in this country that the EU was scapegoated and it wasn't really its fault, that's a question for another day. But the point being here is that they want to vote for Trump. If you look at EU referendum polling, on the final day, June 23rd, so this is the day of the vote in the UK, Remain was still ahead. And in the end, I want to just remind anyone now, this entire grey bar turned to Leave. It was 52-48 in the end. So Leave actually came ahead 8% in the polls. If we look at the polling movements in September, Remain was leading for most of the way. There was a Leave surge right at the end, but then it dropped again. This is something we call the bandwagon, or the boomerang effect in politics, which is essentially where one side hears their candidate is losing and then is more motivated to go out and vote for them. I think that's what we're seeing in the US to an extent at this point, because we're seeing a lot of news sources, including the more left-wing ones, we're talking about CNN and the New York Times here, are openly admitting that Trump is doing quite well. And I think the idea behind that, if you take it from a partisan perspective, is to go and try and motivate Clinton supporters, try and make them think, oh my god, we're actually going to lose this thing, I need to go out and vote for Clinton. Because what we saw in this vote was that perhaps the reason that Leave won was not necessarily because a majority of people wanted to leave, it was because the supporters and the core support base for the Leave vote was so strong that people who genuinely wanted the Leave side to win went through hell to vote. They would walk through fire to cast their ballot. There was my local councillor tweeted on the day, I don't want to find the tweet now because it would take forever, but he tweeted on the day that he'd never seen more people show up to a polling station with a pen in his life. The metaphorical significance being that they were afraid their vote would be changed. The same thing's going to happen in America, I think. Who's going to win depends on who you trust. Do you trust the polling data or do you trust the past? I trust the past. I think that we'll see a similarity here between what happened in Brexit and what will happen on November the 8th. We'll see Trump's supporters, maybe not necessarily the majority of US population, will be more motivated to go and vote for Trump than Clinton's people would be to go and vote for her, because I think a large number of people who are saying they're going to vote for Clinton now, especially in the last month, have sort of admitted they're going to do so through clenched teeth. They really don't want to do it, but they just hate Trump more. And that means, I think, that they will be less enticed to go out and vote. If it's raining on the day in some of these states, in some of these blue states, people underestimate the impact of the weather on elections, honestly. But if it's raining on the day in some of these states, it's going to really hamper her chances. And if it rains in Georgia and Michigan, it's going to really hamper her chances. But I think Trump's support base is so strong that these people will literally do anything to cast their ballot. A lot of them have already done early voting. In Ohio, for example, Trump is way up in early voting, apparently. Although this is just what I've heard. I don't think anyone can really confirm that because the ballots haven't been counted yet. But the point I'm trying to make here is that if we are to trust the past, and if we are to trust what happened in the EU referendum, and to an extent the general election in 2015 as well, the polls completely failed to predict the Conservative landslide that was a majority in the end. Majority government. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, if we trust the polls, I think what we're going to see is that every state where Clinton is ahead by, let's say, for the sake of being conservative, 3 points. If she's only up by 3 points, it will go red. I just guarantee you it will go red. The states where Clinton is up only slightly in polls will turn red and go Trump, and that is why I believe we're all in for a bit of a shock on Wednesday morning. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my polling map. Let's just turn these red for the sake of argument. New Hampshire, I mean, it's not enough to just wait for Clinton at this point, we'll just Google it anyway. I believe it's quite blue. New Hampshire, Trump v Clinton. Trump's actually leading in New Hampshire right now. Look at that. Look at that jump in the polls. So, if we assume Trump takes New Hampshire as well, he's into 286. I actually believe he has a chance in Wisconsin as well. And the best case scenario, I think, for Trump would be if he took Colorado and New Mexico as well. He has a good chance in those states. I think this will be the absolute highest he can realistically get, 310 to 228. But we'll see. I don't think Philadelphia will turn blue. If Virginia could go red, actually, that's a possibility. So maybe it'll be 3-2-3. I don't know. But my money is on Trump at this point. I would say you can trust the past, which says that Trump will win, or you can trust the polls, which, despite in these key states are all pointing to Trump, on the whole, seem to still be leading for Clinton, still pointing towards a Clinton victory. All the bookies, the bookmakers, the betting sites, they're all still saying Clinton will win. I'm looking at trends here in Tampa. Apparently Clinton's had a rebound in Tampa, Florida. But looking at Twitter, it doesn't seem to have happened. You know, the Republican representative here is saying this is nonsense. This person's saying it's nonsense. This is, you know, it's all mockery. I don't think she really is going to have a rebound in Tampa. I think that Trump has got this under wraps now, and in all but name, he is the president-elect at this point. So, again, I'm going to try and round this off again. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. And, yeah, let's see what happens on Wednesday. Good luck if you're a Clinton supporter, and good luck if you're a Trump supporter. Just get out and vote.